cannot stress Proverbs 21:16 enough. Whoever strays from the path of prudence comes to rest in the company of the dead. Prudence is scrambling to do the right thing. In I believe it's Psalm 119, it says, I run in the paths of your commands. So people are supposed to scramble to obey God through me. Yes, I have answers. Now, let's look at the Tyson incident on the plane, leaving San Francisco. About an hour away, 45 minutes away, depending on how fast you drive from where I live. What happened was he was provoked after a life of stress, background stressors, being provoked. And he was provoked in an organized manner, designed to get a rise out of him, so that liberals could say, do martial arts and boxing their way. Some of them consider it national security or something. They say, hey, black people especially act out if they're not given the white man's tutelage. They've been making this argument forever. They say the black man needs the quote-unquote proper guidance. And they think that the neo-colonial oppressor and his left-right paradigm, left-right middle, and his controlled opposition groups are the proper guidance. Obviously, they are not. People who have yoked themselves to the spirit of child molestation, to the point that 1 in 9 little boys, 1 in 4 little girls are molested, are not true leaders. Okay, so we look at this thing. I have demonstrated discipline. Show me the case where I turn around on an airplane or in public and beat anyone up. It doesn't happen. I've shown the utmost patience and the utmost self-control and restraint. Yelling in my room in the middle of nowhere doesn't count as losing control. Yelling in my car doesn't count as losing control. Being covertly drugged and provoked every day and not hurting anybody counts as control, as self-control. I have proven that I'm the top martial artist also by being the most provoked person in human history and demonstrating far more self-control than the police, than the government, or any of these people. Look at these people, these groups in mental health themselves. They have child molesters among them, convicted child molesters in their history. They have all kinds of corruption, CIA doctors, people who are far too weak-willed to control their desire, their inclinations and proclivities, to sell out to the government and betray their patients, some of the most vulnerable individuals in society, an extreme lack of self-control. So I ask you all, honestly, from the bottom of your heart, who should be in charge of who? They who yoked themselves to those who have so little self-control that they've aligned themselves to child molesters? Or he who is above sin, who's have psyop operations run